All right, y'all. We on the book for agreements. We on chapter 5, the last agreement. The fourth agreement, always do your best. So let's start. There's just one more agreement, but it's the one that allows the other three to become deeply ingrained habits. The fourth agreement is about the action of the first three. Always do your best. Under any circumstance, always do your best. No more and no less. But keep in mind that your best is never going to be the same from one moment to the next. Everything is alive and changing all the time. So your best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it will not be as good. When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best will be better than when you are tired at night. Your best will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick, or sober as opposed to drunk. Your best will depend on whether you are feeling wonderful and happy, or upset, angry, or jealous. In your everyday moves, your best can change from one moment to another, from 1 hour to the next, from one day to another. Your best will also change over time. As you build the habit of the 4 new agreements, your best will become better than it used to be. See, your best, it don't mean do more every single time. It means give the most effort that you can and get the highest quality of yourself every chance you get in any situation that you're in. So you don't want, let's say it's not an excuse if you sick and you try something and you don't do as good at it as if you were not sick and doing it. You still did your best, but you were sick. But that helps with the other agreements. Like, don't take, like, speak impeccable. That's speaking the truth. I was sick. Or don't take nothing personal. I was sick, that's why I performed bad. So now you got the truth and doing your best. Doing your best and telling the truth. It's the 2 tools you need to make sure these agreements stay true and that you stay true to the agreements. The truth. Truth stays the same. Never alters, never changes, never got sections of it or pieces of it. The truth is the truth. It's one whole. It's one thing. Truth, fact, truth. The truth will always set you free. The truth is what keeps everything aligned. The truth is what keeps people from casting dispersions on you, casting different spells on you, telling you you're stupid, you're dumb, you're slow, you're fat. If you know the truth, somebody tell you fat and you fat, you're not going to get upset, you're not going to get mad, you're not going to beat your own self up. You're going to be like, shoot, I'm fat. Then you're going to think, what can I do not to be fat no more so people can stop calling me fat? So you're going to do your best to lose the weight at being fat. So that's the truth and the best. You need both to keep going, man. So if you change the way you speak, you're going to change the way you think. You're going to change the way you think. You're going to change the emotions you have. When you change the emotions you have, that creates a magnet that attracts everything you want in life, all the good. So, shout out to Smart for that phrase, that speak, mind, motion, track, turn to a magnet track. We're going to keep reading. In your everyday moves, your best can change from one moment to another, from 1 hour to the next. Oh, we already read that. Regardless of the quality, keep doing your best. No more and no less than your best. If you try too hard to do more than your best, you will spend more energy than is needed. And in the end, your best will not be enough. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself. And it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. But if you do less than your best, you subject yourself to frustrations, self-judgment, guilt, and regrets. See, you overdo yourself, overdo your best, miss out on life, birthdays, kids' birthdays, friendships, relationships, the girl or guy you want, events you want to go to, certain clothing, certain memories you could have had, certain trips, just a lot of different things you could have experienced because you were overdoing it. But if you do less, you'll find yourself frustrated trying to complete the goal because you're like, goddamn, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what this is. You're not doing your best. You slowing up the process, or you messing up because you half-assing. So you slowing up the process, make yourself mad. Then if the thing, once it's done, the project or whatever you were building or the job or whatever is complete. Now you got guilt. I ain't do my best. It's gonna be messed up when people see it. Or now you're judging yourself like, damn, I suck. I'm sorry. Now you putting all this bad stuff on yourself and having regrets. And then that fails all the other agreements. Because now you casting your own spells against you. You casting personal insults against yourself. All type of things that's just gonna hurt yourself and what you don't need to do. So do your best. Just do your best. In any circumstance in your life. It doesn't matter if you are sick or tired. If you always do your best, there is no way you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there is no way you are going to suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. By always doing your best, you will break a big spell that you have been under. There was a man who wanted to transcend his suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple to find a master to help him. He went to the master and asked, "Master, if I meditate 4 hours a day, how long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 4 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 10 years. Thinking he could do better, the man said, "Oh, master, what if I meditated 8 hours a day? How long will it take me to transcend?" The master looked at him and said, "If you meditate 8 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 20 years. But why will it take me longer if I meditate more?" the man asked. The master replied, "You are not here to sacrifice your joy or your life. You are here to live, to be happy, and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, miss the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best, and perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy." See, right there. You don't need to become the richest person on earth. You don't need to become the most powerful man on earth. You don't need to, or person or whatever. You don't need to try to conquer the universe or make everybody your worker and all this, or get generational wealth and do all that. That's good if you can accomplish that thing. It's good. Just do your best, man, so you can enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy the people that's around you. Man, you don't want to overdo it and then you miss out on life. You know what I'm saying? You want to work hard and enjoy life at the same time, man. You can do your best, work hard, and still have a great life that is fulfilling and satisfactory. You know? Like, come on, man. If you, like, what's the point in having $700 million if you can't use it? Or if you do use it, you're only giving it to people that want to use you for it. You're not even getting to people that's really going to enjoy it with you and enjoy you with it. You know what I'm saying? So you need to get the best out of life. You know, of course, there's going to be some people that ain't there for us that we thought was. You know, we're going to learn how to weed them people out. That's why you got to live life, because you get those experiences. You learn to get that discernment. You learn how to navigate through life. You know how to see the traits of wicked people, evil people, dirty people. You have to live. And then you get to know the traits of good people, great people, people that's there to help you. You know, like, man, you got to live some life. Work and live, man. Don't give your life to work. And don't not work because you're trying to live. You need a balance of both, man. But do your best. Do your best when it comes to cleaning your house, your work, your friendship, your parenting, your schoolwork. And if you do your best, that do not mean you got to get an A every time. If you do your best and you got a B+, don't feel bad, man. Because next time you might get an A. You did your best this time and got a B. Do your best next time, you might get an A+. Or you might do your best next time and get a D. You never know, but you got to do your best because everything is circumstantial. Everything is contextual, man. Everything ain't set in stone for everything. Nothing is a straight absolute. The only absolute is the truth and in God. And God is the truth and God's the absolute truth. That's why it's only one. There ain't nothing else. Doing your best, you are going to live your life intensely. You are going to be productive. You are going to be good to yourself. because you will be giving yourself to your family, to your community, to everything. But it is the action that is going to make you feel intensely happy. When you always do your best, you take action. Doing your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. Most people do exactly the opposite. They only take action when they expect a reward, and they don't enjoy the action. And that's the reason why they don't do their best. See, that's what I was just talking about earlier. You don't want people around you feel like they got to be a friend with you so they can get a reward. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people doing tasks for you or anything because they think it's a reward at the end of it. You don't want to be doing anything because you feel like it's a reward at the end of it. That's like most people's jobs. You don't like that damn job, but you work it every day so you can get that money because you need the money to pay for stuff. But what do most people say when they find their career? They say, I found the career I like, the thing I do, because it don't even feel like I'm working. I did this for free, and now you getting paid for it. And most of the people that do the thing they say they would do for free, and now they getting paid for it. Usually they make an abundance of money, like astronomical money doing it, where you like, dang, you. But some people love their, man, just do your best. When you start doing your best, school and stuff, you follow these agreements, just like with God, just like what I was saying about the emotion and magnets and attraction, or your mantras or manifestations and all that stuff. Man, you gotta clear your mind of the negative and do your best so you can attract the things you want. It will come to you, man, if you do the right things. You're going to have setbacks, you're going to have slips, you're going to have falls that happen because you're learning, you're building yourself up to be the better version of yourself. Little habits and stuff, you got to break them. Stuff you got to unlearn that you've been taught, dumb stuff. We all have been taught. I've been taught the dumb shit too. But let's keep going. For example, most people go to work every day just thinking of payday and the money they will get from the work they are doing. They can hardly wait for Friday or Saturday, whatever day they receive their money, and can take time off. They are working for the reward, and as a result, they resist work. They try to avoid the action, and it becomes more difficult, and they don't do their best. They try to avoid the action, and it becomes more difficult, and they don't do their best. Like most people at the job, lackadaisical, half-assing the whole job, making the job worse, making the quality of the products that y'all building in the damn place go down, to the customer service fail and lack, customers leaving. So now the corporate on y'all ass and taking away perks and stuff because people mad they got to be at work. Just dumbass shit. Because you don't want to work. You ain't trying to do your best. You don't really want to be there, but you're only there for a reward. So you only going to try to do whatever you can, which is the bare minimum, or not even the bare minimum, just whatever. Just be there, just so you can get to the point or that day where you get the reward, or the time when you get the reward, And you don't want those kind of people around you in your business, in your life, in your friendships, in your relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to get their best. They're not going to give you their all. They're not going to give you a good experience. You don't want that. They work so hard all week long, suffering the work, suffering the action, not because they like to, but because they feel they have to. They have to because they have to pay the rent, because they have to support their family. They have all that frustration, and when they do receive their money, they are unhappy. They have 2 days to rest, to do what they want to do. And what do they do? They have 2 days to do what they want to do. And what do? They try to escape. They get drunk because they don't like themselves. They don't like their life. There are many ways that we hurt ourselves when we don't like who we are. Woo! See? Now you don't like yourself. You hate yourself. So the money you just worked hard for, about to blow it, get drunk, fuck with a guy or a girl or whoever, to have some fun, to cheer yourself up, to build up some fun, some good energy for the next work week because you're tired of being with them damn people. And now you want to fucking enjoy yourself for the first time. in a long time because what? You've been working all week, being around people you don't like, waking up early, or going to bed late, or whatever the hell. It's going through a whole bunch of stuff you don't want to go through just so you can get this reward at the end of the work week. Just to do it all over again, to put yourself back through madness. Nah, that's why they made these agreements. Because now you can change your mind about where you work, what's going on, and then you can figure out how to get yourself up out of there so you don't got to stay in a place you don't like. On the other hand, if you take action just for the sake of doing it without expecting a reward, you will find that you enjoy every action you do. Rewards will come, but you are not attached to the reward. You can even get more than you would have imagined for yourself without expecting a reward. If we like what we do, if we always do our best, then we are really enjoying life. We are having fun. We don't get bored. We don't have frustrations. See? Change the way you speak. Change the way you think. See, this is going the way change the way you think. You enjoy what you're doing. You don't got no problem with it. The rewards will come, man, because you're going to constantly be doing the work, and you're going to be doing it at a high quality because you want to do it. You like doing it, and you're having fun doing it. You're not bored doing it. You're actually excited doing it. You're not getting frustrated doing it. The challenges that come are exciting challenges because now you're excited for a new thing to overcome because you like doing this. Like your video game, get stuck on a hard level or a hard boss or whatever the hell. It gets fun if it's a game you like. Cause you're like, damn, I'm gonna beat him one way. You're trying different strategies and different ways, even probably cheat codes, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel good going through the challenge. Even if you're losing in the challenge, getting knocked down, you're gonna feel good every time you try. Even a little frustration. Damn, I was close. I almost figured it out. You're gonna be feeling good. Then when you beat them, you're gonna feel even way better. You weren't looking for like, oh, I was gonna get some money for beating this. You just having fun beating the game, going to the next level, getting whatever you was trying to do with this whole situation. In some situations, you gotta treat life like that with your job or whatever. You just going to the next situation, the next level, the next board. You gotta accomplish whatever your side quest, your main quest, your missions, your levels, your stages, your points, whatever you want to allocate it as, or compare it to. You know what I'm saying? When you do your best, you don't give the judge the opportunity to find you guilty or to blame you. If you have done your best and the judge tries to judge you according to your book of law, you've got the answer. I did my best. There are no regrets. That is why we always do our best. It is not an easy agreement to keep, but this agreement is really going to set you free. When you do your best, you learn to accept yourself, but you have to be aware and learn from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes means you practice. Look honestly at the results and keep practicing. This increases your awareness. See? You're going to fail sometime. That's what this saying. Even doing your best, you might still fail. That is okay. But you look at what you did with your best and see the little steps you messed up on. See what you didn't know you give her the information. Your trial and error. You keep getting better and better and better. Increase your awareness. For the people that play Madden or sports or 2K probably, I don't know. It's on 2K. High awareness. What that means? You got a super good player. They know everything. They can catch the pass, steals. They can throw better. They can target players better. They can play defense better. Awareness is everything. You increase your awareness. You increase where you're aware at. Then that can increase the productivity you have because you're aware of what you're doing. You're aware of what you're around. You're aware of everything. You have the knowledge of it. And then, by being aware, you can know that you don't know something, or that you're getting something that's foreign territory, or something that you're used to, or you can know that doesn't go with this, or that I know about this, and I know about this, and I might get connected to, or anything, because you're aware of the whole situation. You're aware of the cons and the pros. You're aware. You're aware of the tools to use. Just like I said earlier, in your book of law, your key to all the answers is I did my best. So long as you do your best, you're like, damn, I did my best. Why? Just keep going. Don't say why it ain't work. No, say I did my best. Damn, I gotta try a little harder next time. Okay, And you keep going. Speak impeccable when you do it, you know? And don't make assumptions. See, that's the one that I feel like most people don't forget. Doing your best, don't make assumptions. Don't be like, dang. You try to do your best and be like, dang, I couldn't accomplish because, no, you did your best. Look at what happened. And then figure out the truth of why it didn't work out. Don't assume. Assumptions lead for bad. Now, if you guess because you just don't know, you took a random guess, it's a little different. But don't assume. Never assume. Never assume. Because a guess, everybody guessed. It ain't even assuming because you could be like, I think that's a what's name over there. Maybe it's not. You get close, you're like, oh, this is what's, this is paper. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. So that's a little guess. Don't take it too crazy with assuming. Assuming mean like putting thoughts in your own mind, believing it already before something or you know the facts. But I digress. Let's get back to this one. Doing your best really doesn't feel like work because you enjoy whatever you are doing. You know you're doing your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it, not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. See, forget what other people think. You got to do a lot of stuff for you. That's the only way to get true happiness. If you take action because you have to, then there is no way you are going to do your best. Then it is better not to do it. No, you do your best because doing your best all the time makes you so happy. When you are doing your best just for the pleasure of doing it, you are taking action because you enjoy the action. Action is about living fully. Inaction is the way that we deny life. Inaction is sitting in front of the television every day for years because you are afraid to be alive and to take the risk of expressing what you are. Expressing what you are is taking action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but what makes the difference is the action. Without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, no reward. A good example of this comes from the story about Forrest Gump. He didn't have great ideas, but he took action. He was happy because he always did his best at whatever he did. He was richly rewarded without expecting any reward at all. Taking action is being alive. It's taking the risk to go out and express your dream. This is different than imposing your dream on someone else because everyone has the right to expose his or her dream. Doing your best is a great habit to have. I do my best in everything I do and feel. Doing my best has become a ritual in my life because I made the choice to make it a ritual. It's a belief like any other belief that I chose or that I choose. I make everything a ritual, and I always do my best. Taking a shower is a ritual for me, and with that action, I tell my body how much I love it. I feel and enjoy the water on my body. I do my best to fulfill the needs of my body. I do my best to give to my body and to receive what my body gives to me. Dang, see, doing your best even go more than just work. Doing your best even go spiritually, health-wise. Doing your best to treat your body the best, eating right. Doing your best to exercise right. Doing your best to learn right. Doing your best doing your best with everything, literally, you know. That's crazy. In India, they perform a ritual called puja. In this ritual, they take idols that represent God in many different forms and bathe them, feed them, and give their love to them. They even chant mantras to these idols. The idol itself is not important. What is important is the way they perform the ritual, the way they say, I love you, God. God is life. God is life in action. The best way to say, I love you, God, is to live your life doing your best. The best way to say, thank you, God, is by letting go of the past and living in the present moment, right here and now. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. If you live in a past dream, you don't enjoy what is happening right now because you will always wish it to be different than it is. There is no time to miss anyone or anything because you are alive. Not enjoying what is happening right now is living in the past and being only half alive. This leads to self-pity, suffering, and tears. Whew, man. So you gotta live, man. You gotta have some life experiences. You killing yourself, trying to overwork yourself, staying in the past with that bull on your mind and traumas and all. Man, hey, life fucked us all over. We all done got bad. Some worse than others. But bro, you gotta throw it away, dog. You gotta throw it away. You gotta let it go, man. That past, whatever happened, parents, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, relationship, loss, death, jail, whatever. You gotta just be like, man, look, that was that back then. Hey, we living right now. You know what I'm saying? You were born with the right to be happy. You were born with the right to love, to enjoy and to share your love. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. Don't resist life passing through you, because that is God passing through you. Just your existence proves the existence of God. Your existence proves the existence of life and energy. Okay? We don't need to know or prove anything, just to be. To take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Say no when you want to say no, and yes when you want to say yes. You have the right to be you. You can only be you when you do your best. When you don't do your best, you are denying yourself the right to be you. That's a seed that you should really nurture in your mind. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You don't need the acceptance of others. You express your own divinity by being alive and loving yourself and others. It is an expression of God to say, hey, I love you. Man. See? Just do your best at whatever you do. That's why they gave you the example of Forrest Gump. Because everybody knows Forrest Gump. He was, for a lack of a better word, he was on the spectrum, we could say. Something like that. And Bubba Gump Shrimp, Purple Heart, gold medalist, Army vet, All-American football player, kick returner. Come on, man. The boy is a millionaire, Army vet, entrepreneur, everything. You know what I'm saying? And was happy as ever, every day, even when Jenny was doing the bull. He'd see Jenny leave, he'd be sad about it, keep on moving. He old Forrest. He's still happy, keep on going, he don't stop. You don't let that pass, you don't let that stuff stop you, man. You gotta keep going. Keep going. Life will reward you. Do your best, give your all, and life will reward you. That's my sideburn. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Okay. The first three agreements will only work if you do your best. Don't expect that you will always be able to be impeccable with your word. Your routine habits are too strong and firmly rooted in your mind. But you can do your best. Don't expect that you will never take anything personally. Just do your best. Don't expect that you will never make another assumption. But you can certainly do your best. See, I just said that. You probably gonna slip up. That happens, but you're doing your best, man. Everything. The computers glitch. The ones that's the best computer ever, that's never supposed to have any problem, they will glitch. Everything has slip-ups. Nothing in this thing is absolute but God and the truth. The truth and God. And God is the truth, and the truth is God. So it's only one thing that's absolute, that's God. Nothing is absolute. You don't live in absolutes. There's nothing that's absolute. By doing your best, the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. You don't need to judge yourself, feel guilty, or punish yourself if you cannot keep these agreements. If you're doing your best, you will feel good about yourself, even if you still make assumptions, still take things personally, and still are not impeccable with your word. If you do your best always, over and over again, you will become a master of transformation. Practice makes the master. By doing your best, you become a master. Everything you have learned, you learn through repetition. You learn to write, to drive, and even to walk by repetition. You are a master of speaking your language because you practice. Action is what makes the difference. You gotta have action. And for all my religious people, what it say in the Bible? Faith without works is dead. You gotta put the action in. You got a thought, you got an idea, but if you don't put no action in, nothing's gonna happen. You gotta put the action in. And you might fail, you might slip. Put the action in. You can fail up. Fail until you get up. Practice makes perfect. You just seen what it said. Through repetition. If you do your best in the search for personal freedom, in the search for self-love, you will discover that it's just a matter of time before you find what you're looking for. It's not about daydreaming or sitting for hours dreaming in meditation. You have to stand up and be a human. You have to honor the man or woman that you are. Respect your body, enjoy your body, love your body, feed, clean, and heal your body. Exercise and do what makes your body feel good. This is a puja to your body, and that is a communion between you and God. You don't need to worship idols of the Virgin Mary, the Christ, or the Buddha. You can if you want to. If it feels good, do it. Your own body is a manifestation of God, and if your honor and your body, everything of God. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. When you practice giving love to every part of your body, you plant seeds of love in your mind. And when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. Every action then becomes a ritual in which you are honoring God. After that, the next step is honoring God. With every thought, every emotion, every belief, even what is right or wrong. Every thought becomes a communion with God, and you will live in a dream without judgments, victimization, and free of the need to gossip and abuse yourself. When you honor these 4 agreements together, there is no way that you will live in hell. There is no way. If you are impeccable with your word, if you don't take anything personally, if you don't make assumptions, if you always do your best, you are going to have a beautiful life. You are going to control your life 100%. The 4 agreements are a summary of the mastery of transformation. One of the masteries of the Toltec, you transform hell into heaven. The dream of the planet is transformed into your personal dream of heaven. The knowledge is there. It's just waiting for you to use it. The 4 agreements are there. You just need to adopt these agreements and respect their meaning and power. Just do your best to honor these agreements. You can make this agreement today. I choose to honor the 4 agreements. It's so simple and logical that even a child can understand them. But you must have a very strong will and a very strong will to keep these agreements. Why? Because wherever we go, we find that our path is full of obstacles. Everyone tries to sabotage our commitment to these new agreements, and everything around us is a setup for us to break them. The problem is all the other agreements that are a part of the dream of the planet. They are alive and they are very strong. That's why you need to be a great hunter, a great warrior who can defend these 4 agreements with your life. Your happiness, your freedom, your entire way of living depends on it. The warrior's goal is to transcend this world, to escape from this hell and never come back. As the Toltecs teach us, the reward is to transcend the human experience of suffering, to become the embodiment of God. That is the reward. We really need to use every bit of power we have to succeed in keeping these agreements. I didn't expect that I could do it at first. I have fallen many times, but I stood up and kept going. I fell again, and I kept going. I didn't feel sorry for myself. There was no way that I felt sorry for myself. I said, if I fall, I am strong enough. I am intelligent enough. I can do it. I stood up and kept going. I fell and I kept going and going. And each time it became easier and easier. Yet in the beginning, it was so hard, so difficult. So if you fall, do not judge. Do not give your judge the satisfaction of turning you into a victim. No, be tough with yourself. Stand up and make the agreement again. Okay, I broke my agreement to be impeccable with my word. I will start all over again. I'm going to keep the 4 agreements just for today. Today, I will be impeccable with my word. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I'm going to do my best. If you break an agreement, begin again tomorrow and again the next day. It will be difficult at first, but each day will become easier and easier until someday you will discover that you are ruling your life with these 4 agreements, and you will be surprised at the way your life has been transformed. You don't need to be religious or go to church every day. Your love and self-respect are growing and growing. You can do it. If I did it, you can do it also. Do not be concerned about the future. Keep your attention on today and stay in the present moment. Just live one day at a time. Always do your best to keep these agreements, and soon it will be easy for you. Today is the beginning of a new journey. All right. That was all we got. All right. That was everything for today. 4 agreements. Next time we on probably the last chapter, chapter 6. Breaking old agreements, which is probably super important to people, because y'all got a whole bunch of agreements y'all agreeing to that's either evil, dumb, stupid, or unnecessary, or you didn't know no better at the time. You just was taught that. So it's all right. But like, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't care if you leave a dislike. I don't care if you leave a hate comment. Put something, do something so you can know y'all ain't no damn bots. Thank you.